Popular First Coast Beach has changed dramatically in 8 months. This week, we are looking at Porpoise Point. It's between Volano Beach and the St. Augustine Inlet. And yesterday, we told you the drainage issues there are so bad, the neighborhood was flooded for about a week after Hurricane Irma, and people had to kayak to get around. Today, First Coast News' Jessica Clark takes you to the beach side, showing you a second major issue there, and that is erosion.
So you asked why I like living in Porpoise Point. This is why.
David Hudson has the Porpoise Point beach right behind his house.
This is beautiful.
He's lived in the community for 10 years. His backyard used to look a lot different before the hurricanes.
And we used to have 14-foot dunes out here, but during Matthew, we had waves coming up over the top of this right here.
Porpoise Point, the neighborhood and its very popular beach, is just south of Volano Beach. Porpoise Point has water on 3 sides of it.
The nor'easters, they're actually worse than the hurricanes, I think.
Lisa Myers bought a house in August here. This is what it looked like then, and she felt very safe with rolling dunes and sprawling beach.
The beach was just so much wider. I'm seriously 100 yards wider. And that was just in November.
And see these posts here? They used to be under sand. The Director of Public Works for St. Johns County says losing the dunes here meant losing a lot of protection for the rest of Porpoise Point.
Recently, work crews created this impromptu dune at the end of this road.
The county did come in and brought in some fill to stop the waves from coming up into the street. We were having a lot of water come right down the street, and it was just flowing into the neighborhood.
St. Johns County has given the Army Corps of Engineers the okay to do a study about the erosion issue to see if something more than storms is causing the rapid sand loss. Maybe it could be the jetties, but the study hasn't been funded yet.
It's very scary.
Scary because any help from the county or feds may take longer than the next storm to damage what's left of this paradise.
It's a beautiful place.
In St. Johns County, Jessica Clark, First Coast News on your side.